Am I live? Well, hello there. Hi, guys. I think I want this angle so you can see this part of my office. Hello there. I know I'm a couple of minutes late, but I wanted to. Well, let's see how I look. Okay. Hi, guys. Hello. I'm going to try to do a live YouTube broadcast every week. That's going to be my goal, as long as something's happening. But I got so much stuff that I haven't told the YouTube audience, but I told people on my Facebook page. And the Facebook page is Cecil Holmes, who is my partner. And we both do the documentaries and Run Elbow Grease Productions, and or my group, Pearl JR, my group on Facebook. So I give a lot of clues there. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, except for the last couple of weeks, because before I had to edit videos, and Cecil didn't have time to edit the videos. So now I can go live and I can talk about some of the death hoax clues. Well, guys, I did fix up my office. You can't really see much. Let's see what I can do. Remember I told you I'd fix up my, see, I hung up the pictures. I fixed it up some. Okay, so anyway, death hoax clues. Joe Jackson, Papa Joe. Now, last week when I said what a life that Joe Jackson has, I mean, my God, almost 90 years old, 89 and a half years old. And the success of his children, traveling the world, meeting presidents and kings and queens, and what a life. Well, when I said that, I did not know that Joe Jackson had a new book coming out. I didn't know. And apparently it's going to be a book of photographs from his family. Gosh, there's so many photographs of Michael all over the internet. Now, who's releasing all those photos? I'm telling you guys, I've been on the internet since 2005, well, before that, but actively researching Michael Jackson stuff. And I'm telling you, in 05, all these pictures weren't there. In 09, all those pictures aren't there. Somebody is releasing a whole bunch of Michael Jackson pictures all over the internet because it is vast. So he has been recording his life for years, for decades, because he knew one day that the inevitable is going to happen. He's going to die, and he wants to live on in infamy. Not infamy. That is the wrong word. Take it back. He wants to live on in infinity. Okay, infinity and beyond. That's what I meant to say. Infinity. And he wants to be immortalized, like Michael Jackson Immortal Tour. Of course, that's a clue too. And so there's so many pictures and so much stuff. Well, guys, we got a Peter is Michael clue, another Peter is Michael clue. But before I tell the Peter is Michael clue, I'm going to tell another Peter is Michael clue. Okay, now Peter did call me like 2-3 weeks ago. I know last time I said he doesn't call me that much, and he doesn't, and that was true. But he did call a couple of weeks ago, and I had moved, and I told my Facebook people this, and I had moved, but I didn't tell him where I moved to. I told him before I moved where I like to move, but I never told him where I moved. So then he said, well, I know you moved. And I'm like, well, how do you know I moved? And he's like, I said, where did I move to? And he said, well, you moved to the place you wanted to move to. Okay. So I'm kind of like, where's that? And of course, when he doesn't want to answer anything, you get silence. And it's just silence. He's stubborn with that. If he doesn't want to answer something, he is not gonna answer. Okay. So anyway, so within 48 hours, a paparazzi is with Paris Jackson. Okay. Following her and her ex-boyfriend Chester, which makes it news because she's back with an ex-boyfriend. Okay. And the paparazzi sitting in the car, and they're walking out of this restaurant together. Okay. And in the caption, it said the name of the restaurant. Well, I looked up the restaurant. Not only is the restaurant in the city I live in, but it's also on the street that I live on. Okay, so that is his way of communicating. He may use words all day long that says, "I'm just a fan, I'm not Michael Jackson." And we know that he said that when he was dressed as the mayor in Ghost under disguise. "I'm not Michael Jackson. Don't think I'm Michael Jackson because I'm not Michael Jackson." He posts that all the time. So words are cheap. He proves that he is Michael by his actions. Okay, now, okay, so how else is Paris going to be in 2 days on my street in my city with a paparazzi purposely recording her? It was a setup for him to say, "I do know where you live." Well, anyway, that was one I shared on Facebook. So now I'm sharing it with you on my YouTube audience. Okay, another clue that Peter is Michael. Ready for this? Now, you Facebook people already know. So I'm going to put on my glasses and I am going to, oh, I hate that it's so grainy. See, I couldn't see before because I had my glasses off. Now that my glasses are on, we need more light in here. It's still grainy. Let's see, a little more light. Let's see. It's still grainy, but you see me. Okay, so I have this prepared. Here's my phone. So here is my phone, okay? And you see there's Majestic right there. And I'm going to play. I'm making a comeback. I'm making a huge comeback. I'm the magnificent. Call me, man. Hey. I think it's shock the world. I think it's shock the world. They don't know what's coming. They can't see it coming. It's going to be too fast. I'm going to shock the world. I'm making a comeback. I'm making a huge comeback. I'm the magnificent. Call me, man. Did you guys hear that? I think it's shock the world. I think it's shock the world. They don't know what's coming. They can't see it coming. It's going to be too fast. I'm going to shock the world. I'm making a comeback. I'm making a huge comeback. I'm the magnificent. Call me, man. Okay, so Majestic used to be Joe's best friend. He used to work for Joe. He's very close with the Jacksons. I've had many conversations with Majestic throughout the years, and he passed, unfortunately, a year ago. And a year ago, almost to this day, a year, either yesterday or today, he passed away. And so rest in peace, Majestic. And he was sick. I think he had brain cancer or something. But anyway, so that's Majestic leaving a message, okay, for someone saying that it's going to be a comeback. It's going to be a great comeback. I'm the magnificent. It's going to be the greatest comeback. And then he says at the end, "Call me, man." So that's somebody's voice message. That is a message. That is a recording, a voice message to Papa Joe Jackson. So Peter posted this message on February 11th. So now I'm still on my phone. See, I'm still on my phone. I am going to go to Joe Jackson. Oh, Joe Jackson posted the same exact message on his Twitter account. Joe 5 Jackson posted that same exact verbal audio message a week later, yesterday morning. Okay, so how is that a coincidence? That is another wink, wink, nod, nod. Now, you know I mentioned it last week, right? I mentioned it in one of my last videos about a comeback because I talked about Valentine's Day and comebackmichaeljackson.com and michaeljacksoncomeback.com, and I mentioned it. So I'm glad I was able to play that. But at that time when I mentioned it, I didn't know Joe was going to post the same audio that Peter posted a week prior. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. You know, out of all, and you know, Joe and Majestic were so close. There's so many messages that he's left. Okay. And why did they put comeback and death together? You know, because Joe said it was the anniversary to Majestic's death. Okay. So why death and comeback. And why use comeback? Are they trying to tell us that Michael's trying to make his way back to us? Maybe April Fool's Day, maybe his birthday, maybe June 25th. I don't know, but I am here to tell you guys for the 1000th time, Peter Midani does what no one else can do. Okay? He is connected to the Jackson family. He's connected. I've had him connected to Paris. I've had him connected to Prince. I've had him connected to LaToya. I've had him connected to Jermaine. And I didn't tell you guys, one time we called Tito. Yes, we did. Years ago, we called Tito on the phone. And Tito was like, what? And I knew it was him, right? And so he said, this is Michael or something. And Tito, I guess, I don't know what happened. I think he hung up or Peter hung up or something, but I know it was Tito. And then one time we called Auntie B. What is her name? Anthony, Anton, Anton. Is that his name? Anthony Jackson? He had dyed his hair blonde at one point, and him and Michael went back to Gary, Indiana, I think. Okay, if I'm wrong, somebody tell me. But Anthony called his mother on the phone, and he called her with how your name shows up when you call? It was behind the mask, right? That's what he called. That's what he named his phone number, behind the mask, because when he would call me, and if you have like Time Warner Cable, which is now Spectrum, when he calls and there's a name attached, it comes up on your TV screen. And I had behind the mask. Well, during that time was the filming of the Behind the Mask video, where it was all the people behind the mask, and it was produced by Optimum Productions, guys. Optimum Productions, which is a Michael Jackson company. And Peter would call me sometimes. It would be so noisy. And I would be, where are you? And he'd say, I'm at work. I said, you're at work? Why? Why is it so noisy? It sounds like you're in the cafeteria or something. And he was like, no, I'm just at work. I'm just at work, sitting down, And I heard all this. And then, boom, the video came out, Behind the Mask. And so, you guys, I really get into a lot of this stuff in the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. You can't guess how he faked his death. You can't wonder or ponder or go, Michael faked his death, Paris cried, there was Conrad Murray went to jail, Catherine sued, the family was unhappy, so she's a horrible person for saying Michael faked his death because it's impossible. No, you don't have any idea the genius, the resolve, the planning, the execution, the magnificence of Michael Jackson. He didn't turn it from a little black boy, poor little black boy from Gary, Indiana, to being the most famous man to ever walk the earth, because he's a little weak, little innocent, don't know how to do nothing, would never do. Okay? Michael is a genius. Okay? And he faked his death. And I prove it. And I can't wait till I can produce a live 4. I got some more good stuff for you guys. I really do. Now, of course, I have to do the shameless plug. So here are my documentaries. So I'm going to just show you this one. Okay, guys. Okay. You have to pick up the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. You have to. I answer all those questions about Paris's, her tears, and Conrad Murray, and the verdict, and Catherine and the AEG live trial. I didn't tell too much. I got more stuff to tell. But the basic stuff is all in here, 254 minutes, jam-packed, with proof, evidence, and clues that undoubtedly prove that Michael Jackson faked his death. Now, some of you fans, this is my last comment to you guys. Some of you fans out there, you say, you get, bro, I'm so confused. How come Joe put on his website Michael's middle name, Joseph? It's a hoax. They support the hoax. It's a lie. If they will lie that Michael Jackson is dead, of course they're going to have to continue to lie because it's a continuous hoax. Okay, it's a continuous hoax. Okay, guys, so anyway, I've enjoyed this 15 minutes. I'm not going to ramble on for 40 minutes like I did last time, but I want to tell you guys that I love you and I'm glad to be back on YouTube. And I will see you guys next time.